Well, here's the good news. It's turning into the most exciting playoff race in the history of MLS.
Yes, 7 teams fighting for 4 spots. But what's the bad news?
Well, the bad news is that there's no Shep. The Three Stooges are down to 2 this week on Extra Time. Hey everybody, welcome to Extra Time. I'm your host, Greg Lawless, alongside Jason, the producer. Shep Messing is out this week. We will sorely miss him, but we will make do in the end, won't we? Well, Act 1, good news, bad news. We'll start with the good news for the New England Revolution. They had a great comeback win against Seattle that actually put them into the final playoff spot in the playoff zone. They have a big 2-game road trip coming up this week, but they actually look pretty good.
I think New England right now are riding the coattails of Shalrie Joseph. If they make the playoffs, there's no way that Shalrie Joseph isn't the MVP of this league. They've done it without Taylor Twellman all season. They've done it without Ralston at times. The key for them is having Shalrie Joseph on the field. He makes everybody around him better.
Well, what he does is absolutely, he controls the pace of the game. He also, of course, is a monster defensively, and he can intercept plays, he can make a hard tackle when they need it, and he gets into the attack.
Yeah, and you look at the way that Seattle came out in this game. Seattle came out moving the ball well. They got an early goal. They looked great at the beginning. And then slowly New England kind of took the momentum back, and it all starts with Shalrie Joseph winning balls in the midfield, holding it, keeping possession, putting it in the right places for his teammates.
Well, after the game, actually, Joseph said that Coach Steve Nicol lit into the team at halftime, so I think that helped. The bad news, though, Steve Ralston, their captain, hobbled off on crutches. Edgar Jankowskis limped off with some sort of a groin issue, so we'll see what happens for them on that. But as you said, they've won without these guys anyway. I mean, Ralston has missed several games this year, and they've still done okay.
I gotta tell you, if Shalrie Joseph is on the field, New England has a chance. I don't care what 10 guys you put around him. Let's give him Matt Reese. Put 9 guys around him and Matt Reese in goal, and New England definitely has a chance against anybody in this league.
Maybe we'll go and join New England. We'll see how we all do. The good news for DC, Jaime Moreno gets a goal, a couple of goals this week actually. Now that he's back on target, you'd think maybe DC is ready to make a run. You'd
think. And DC, they had to win this game against San Jose at home. They've been good at home all season. They've really fallen apart, losing 2 straight at home. And yes, Moreno scored 2 goals this past week. Luciano Emilio scored 2 goals in the midweek game, but he is not all there. I don't know what happened to Luciano Emilio, but he's really lost his touch.
Well, that's really the bad news for them right now, is that their attack seems to be invisible. You see Christian Gomez have a good game midweek as well, and then he disappears a little bit. Chris Pontius, arguably Rookie of the Year, one of the candidates, certainly has a great chance at the end of the game, and he doesn't put it away. And probably the biggest thing in that entire game, Josh Wick's maniacal run out there, getting injured on his shoulder when he goes jumping for the ball at the 18 on a corner kick.
You want to give the guy credit for being aggressive, but it's unbelievable to me. Where was he going? What was he doing on that play?
I think he saw maybe he'd get it and go on a breakaway the other way.
I don't know.
Lead the break.
And I'll tell you how much that hurt DC. At this point in the season, you need all your subs. You need to get fresh legs on the field at the end of the game. And when you have to sub your goalkeeper, you've lost one of the subs, you've lost the fresh legs at the end of the game, which in this case could have been the difference from DC tying or even coming back to win it, because they had the chances. DC was putting the ball on net.
Well, good news for Toronto. They earned a draw on the road in Chicago. Not the easiest thing to do.
No, but I'll tell you this much. What Toronto needed to do in their 2 games, again, at LA and at Chicago, and I said this a few weeks ago, get 1 point. Just get 1 point in those 2 games, and you'll set yourself up to make the playoffs.
But the bad news is that they should have gotten 3 points out of this game against Chicago. I mean, honestly, the late goal given up to Brian McBride, not really what they needed to do. I mean, this is the game Toronto had the 3 points.
I agree. And I think the Nick Garcia experiment in the back in Toronto, it was going to blow up at some point. I'm not saying that they're going to do away with him. There are good qualities that he has, but you really need the right guy next to him. You need somebody athletic. You need somebody who can maybe make up for that lack of pace that Garcia has. He is mentally okay. He can hold his own, but you know, they really got hurt by having him back there.
A poor game. He had an own goal, and then he was to blame, I think, or at least responsible for the Brian McBride goal as well. Well, the good news, Chivas started to create some chances. They have the worst offense in the league, but they actually created some good chances and got a terrific goal from Kleshton.
Yeah, the bad news would be at the end of the game, with a chance to take all 3 points, Sasha steps up to the penalty mark and hits it wide.
Yeah, and he even had the goalkeeper going the other way. The game was over. This was 3 points for Chivas.
The ups and downs of Chivas this season have been incredible, starting with their amazing run at the beginning of the season, which actually coincided with Sasha Kljestan starting really slow. Then Chivas kind of dips. Now Sasha Kljestan's starting to play better. Yeah. Chivas, now they're not winning games. And then this one up and down in the same game. Kljestan scores an amazing goal, follows it up with missing a penalty. Unbelievable the ups and downs that Chivas has gone through this season.
Well, the ups and downs for Colorado have been similar. They were only able to get 3 points out of their last 3 games against San Jose twice and Kansas City. RSL, they couldn't get anything done against Dallas.
The good news for Colorado is they're still on the inside of the playoffs looking out, which is a much better situation than Real Salt Lake, who has to actually jump over people to get into the playoffs.
Right, not much good news for Real Salt Lake. But the good news for you guys is that you could become a guest reporter on MLS Net's Extra Time. You can join us at MLS Cup in Seattle in the Extra Time Guest Reporter Contest. Check out MLSnet.com, our page on MLSnet.com for all the details. That's all we have for you in Act 1, but join us in Act 2 and we'll be discussing the strength of schedule for those teams still trying to get in the playoffs.